When did you realize your family was using you? Every Christmas, my family held a gift hierarchy where presents were given in order of Dad's favoritism. I was always last. This year was different though. I'd just gotten my dream job as an engineer. For the first time in my life, I had real money to spend on everyone. I spent weeks planning the perfect gifts. The total came to over $3,000, but I didn't care. I arrived Christmas morning with everything wrapped perfectly. We walked in and the usual routine started immediately. Dad directed traffic like a circus ringmaster. Kyle, you're first this year. Promotion at the law firm deserves recognition. Kyle picked up the expensive whiskey I'd brought. Dad beamed as Kyle opened it. This is incredible. Thanks, Dad. My stomach dropped. Dad just nodded like he'd picked it out himself. Emma squeezed my hand, confused. Rachel's next. Medical school graduation gift. My sister grabbed the jewelry box. Mom clapped as Rachel held up the vintage necklace. Mom, this is gorgeous. You have such good taste. I started to speak up, but Dad was already calling my nephew over. Tommy, come get your surprise. My nephew ran to the gaming console, whooping with joy. Grandpa, this is the best Christmas ever. Emma looked at me with growing horror. I felt sick. The pile of presents I'd brought was disappearing, and everyone was thanking my parents. Finally, Dad turned to me with that familiar smirk. And for our youngest son, who's finally getting his life together, he handed me a crumpled gas station gift card, $25. Thanks, Dad. Very thoughtful. Dad clapped his hands together. Well, looks like that's everything. Who wants coffee? Everyone started chatting and moving toward the kitchen. I sat there staring at the gift card while my family enjoyed the presents I'd bought them. Emma leaned over. Are you going to say something? I looked around the room. Kyle was already pouring the whiskey. Rachel was taking selfies with the necklace. 3 years of therapy suddenly clicked into place. I stood up and walked to my car. Emma followed, asking what I was doing. I popped the trunk and pulled out a huge bag I'd left there. What's that? She asked. Insurance. We walked back inside. Everyone was in the kitchen now, laughing and drinking my whiskey. Actually, I announced, I brought something else. I opened the bag and pulled out a thick stack of papers, gift receipts, every single present I'd bought. The room went quiet. What are you doing? Mom demanded. I walked over to Kyle and held out my hand. I need that bottle back. What? Why? Because I bought it and I'm returning it. I pulled out the receipt. Kyle's face went red. You can't just take back a gift. Watch me. I took the whiskey and placed it back in its box. Then I walked to Rachel. The necklace too. Are you insane? She snapped. Nope, just done being invisible. Dad stood up, his voice rising. What the hell is wrong with you? You want to know what's wrong? I said, boxing up the necklace. I spent my Christmas bonus on all of you, and you couldn't even let me give my own gifts. I moved to Tommy, who was clutching the gaming controller. Sorry, buddy, this is going back too. Tommy started crying. But Grandpa gave it to me. No, he didn't. I did, but apparently that doesn't matter in this family. Mom tried to intervene. Stop this right now. You're ruining Christmas. I'm ruining Christmas? I laughed, continuing to pack everything up. You've been ruining my Christmases for 30 years. Emma helped me carry the boxes to the car. Behind us, the family was erupting. Kyle followed us outside. You're being ridiculous. We didn't know you bought those things. Because Dad made sure you wouldn't know. Just like every year. Rachel joined him. We can't help how Dad organizes gift giving. You could have said thank you to the right person. Dad appeared in the doorway, furious. If you take those gifts, you're no longer welcome in this house. I loaded the last box and turned to face him. Good, because I'm done pretending this is normal. I got in my car with Emma.